Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of a serious shock to the integrity of the Australian Tax Office. But first, markets have shrugged off yesterday's losses and are back in positive territory today. Some good American data releases are spurring the change of heart. Jobless claims are near 30-year lows, and a key regional manufacturing gauge has come in much more positive than was expected. Overnight, the US has formally signalled that it wants to renegotiate the North American trade agreement with Canada and Mexico. In China, the steam looks like it's going out of their real estate markets, at least in the Tier 1 markets, which account for about 40% of sales. Prices were essentially flat in April in those markets, and growth in medium and long-term lending to households slowed for the second month in a row, after a massive run-up over the last 18 months. Steel and cement output growth also both rose in April, defying the overall slower trend in industrial growth, although energy output slowed to little change. Across the ditch, Australia's unemployment rate came in better than markets were expecting. The number of people employed increased by 37,400 in April, but more impressively, over the full year, the increase was almost 200,000. The jobless rate fell to 5.7%, and the participation rate remains steady at 65%. But there was one curious aspect to the data, however. Those in full-time work are working less hours, 1 million less per month nationwide. It might be a key weakness. In staying in Australia, one of their very top tax officials is to be charged in relation to a $160 million fraud case involving tax frauds. It has been described as one of the biggest white-collar fraud investigations in Australian history. The tax community is shocked at the charges, and there are suggestions wider stains may be revealed. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield has recovered a little today to 2.23%, but is ending the week sharply lower. The price of oil is marginally firmer today. The US crude benchmark is now just under $49.50 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is just under $52.50 a barrel. The gold price has dropped today, has dropped by $12, now down to $1,246 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar is lower today, now at 68.9 US cents. On the cross rates, the Kiwi is at 92.9 Aussie cents and 62.2 Euro cents. The TWI is at 73.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.